It's the holiday season, and it can be hard to avoid all of the sweet treats that are available at work or at family gatherings or at parties. But instead of just trying to white knuckle your way through it, why don't you make something that's still fully carnivore but satisfies that sweet craving? In today's video, I'm going to share with you 5 carnivore cheesecake recipes that will not spike your blood sugar and will be a great addition to any holiday meal. You could bring one of these cheesecakes to a family gathering and not tell anybody that there's no sugar in it, and no one would even notice. They are that good. Let's start with the base recipe. It's going to be almost the same for every version of cheesecake. We're going to take 2 8-ounce bricks of cream cheese. I like to leave them out on the counter for a little bit so they're soft, and then add in 3/4 of a cup of full-fat sour cream. I'm putting all of this into my stand mixer, but you could very well use a hand mixer as well. Turn the mixer to medium and whip the cream cheese and sour cream together, and then slowly add in the next ingredients. I'm going to add 3 eggs, one at a time. I like to scrape down the sides of the bowl really quick just to make sure everything is, mixing well. And then I'm going to slowly add in 3/4 of a cup of allulose. You could very well use stevia or monk fruit as well. Next, I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract and 2 tablespoons of melted butter, and then scrape down the bowl again one more time and keep mixing until fully smooth. Here is where we're going to start mixing up the different flavors. I'm going to take 4 mini ramekins and line the inside with butter. These are 6-ounce ramekins, and then I'm going to ladle in some of the plain cheesecake mix. Then I'm going to take some organic cacao powder and do 1 teaspoon each into 2 of the ramekins. I'm going to mix them thoroughly with a spoon. If you want to have all of this be chocolate cheesecake, you could just add a couple tablespoons to the entire batch of the cheesecake mixture and then just use your mixer to mix it up. But I wanted to have some plain cheesecake minis and some chocolate ones, so I'm doing it this way. I've also made another flavor with fresh cut up cherries in it. We're going to cook these mini cheesecakes in the oven. So fill up that baking dish halfway with water and then put the whole thing into your oven at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for about 50 to 55 minutes. With the remainder of the cheesecake mix, I'm going to put in 2 teaspoons of pumpkin spice seasoning and mix well. We're going to cook these in my tasty air fryer, so take some silicone muffin cups and paint them with some melted butter, and then ladle in the pumpkin spice cheesecake mix. Then put the cups into the tasty air fryer. You're going to cook these in air fry mode at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for about 45 minutes. Now I let them cook for 5 minutes, and then I added in a square of aluminum foil to protect the tops of the cheesecakes from overcooking. I let them cook for another 35 or so minutes, and then for the last 5 minutes, I pulled off the aluminum foil and let the tops brown more. Either way you cook the cheesecakes, either in the air fryer or the oven, as soon as they're done cooking, you're going to crack the oven or crack the air fryer drawer and let the cheesecakes cool for 30 minutes. Then you're going to let them chill on the countertop for another 30 minutes, and then you're going to place them into the refrigerator overnight. I like to whip up some heavy whipping cream with a bit of allulose to make it sweet as a topping for these cheesecakes. Now I've got one more very special cheesecake recipe that I want to share with you, but before we do that, I need to take a moment to thank today's sponsor, Element Electrolytes. In the beginning of carnivore, I used their raw unflavored packets to help me get through the worst of the keto flu symptoms, and now that I've been on carnivore for almost 2 years, I've been enjoying their new sparkling waters, 1 or 2 of these per day. Both the sparkling waters and their raw unflavored do not have any maltodextrin in them and are excellent choices on the carnivore diet. If you're not being super strict on carnivore, they just released their chocolate medley. This only comes out in the fall and winter, and it's chocolate mint, chocolate chai, and chocolate raspberry. These can be enjoyed hot. They're absolutely delicious, and I also like to use these to flavor my butter bites. Right now, Element is offering my viewers a free sample pack with any order, so you can head over to the link in the description. It's drinkelement.com/JennyMiddich. That's DRINKLMNT.com/JennyMiddich and get your free sample pack with any order today. Also, I'm doing a giveaway of a free box of the chocolate medley. If you'd like to enter this giveaway, just like this video and then comment. Let me know which of these 3 flavors you would like to try, the chocolate mint, the chocolate chai, or the chocolate raspberry, or if you've already tried them, let me know which one is your favorite. 7 days from the release of this video, I will be picking one winner, so be sure to pay attention to your comment section. I will respond to the winner's comment to get their contact information. Thanks again to Element for sponsoring today's video. The final cheesecake recipe is a bacon cheesecake. There's only a few modifications to the base recipe for this cheesecake, but this is like a carnivore's dream cheesecake. Let's start with the same base cheesecake recipe. We've got the cream cheese, the sour cream, the eggs, the allulose, and the vanilla, but instead of 2 tablespoons of butter, you're going to use 2 to 3 tablespoons of bacon grease. This is going to give the cheesecake an undertone of bacony flavor. For this one, I'm going to make a large cheesecake, so I've got a 9-inch pie pan. You could use an aluminum one or whatever you like to use. I like to grease the sides of the pan with bacon grease. Then I cut a piece of parchment paper for the bottom of the pan so that the cheesecake releases easier after I'm done cooking it. You're going to pour this mixture into the pie pan, and then you're going to top it with 1 to 2 cups of crumbled, freshly cooked bacon. Place the pie pan into an appropriately sized baking dish and then fill the baking dish up about halfway with water. We're going to cook this cheesecake at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for about 55 minutes, and when it's done, same thing as the other ones. Crack the oven, let it sit in there for 30 minutes, then pull it out, put it on top of the stove for 30 minutes, and then let this cool overnight in the fridge. I think of all the cheesecake recipes in this video, the bacon cheesecake is my absolute favorite. I didn't even put whipped cream on it. It didn't need it. I just love all of the crumbled bacon, and the bacon grease just enhances the overall flavor of the cheesecake. These cheesecakes will not spike your blood sugar and are excellent options for anyone following a ketogenic or carnivorous lifestyle. I hope you enjoyed my 5 different carnivore cheesecake options. If you end up trying any of these recipes, let me know in the comment section below. I'm really curious to see what you think. If you like the t-shirt that I'm wearing, you can head over to jennymittich.shop and use the code EATMEAT to get 20% off of your order until December 2nd. Link and coupon code are in the description. And finally, I'd like to take a moment to thank my channel members. These people support the testing and data gathering that I do. If you'd like to support this channel like these people do, you can head over to YouTube and sign up there, or you can sign up over on Patreon. Those links are also in the description. And with that, I'll see you in the next video.